Joining me now is Texas Congressman Lance Gooden, a member of the House Judiciary and Armed Services Committees. Congressman, thanks very much for being here. The Secret Service is just making a statement on these findings, saying many of the findings align with their own internal investigation. We've reviewed the interim report on the attempted assassination of former President Trump. The weight of our mission is not lost on us. And in this hyper-dynamic threat environment, the U.S. Secret Service cannot fail. That's their statement. And it aligns all these findings with their own internal investigation. Congressman, your reaction?
This report is embarrassing, and as Americans wake up and hear the details of it, they were totally unprepared. The failures of the Secret Services are really shocking. In many instances, we found in these interviews that I've been reading about just in the last hour, no one has taken responsibility. No one could tell you who was in charge. People were saying that other law enforcement agencies were aware of things that they were not. The head of the Secret Service office in Pittsburgh was unaware of a credible Iranian threat on the president's life. There was no one standing up and saying, yes, this was organized and this is why this happened. There was a request for surveillance that was denied. Jill Biden was an hour down the road and she had a surveillance unit for only 400 people. There were 15,000 people at this rally and there was nothing. The mismanagement, the lack of accountability, the lack of accepting responsibility is really shocking to me. And if this had been the day that Iranians wanted to take down President Trump, they probably would have been successful. It's very, very fortunate that the president is even alive after reading some of this report today.
So what now? What are the consequences for the Secret Service dropping the ball like this?
Well, there are so many heavy consequences from this administration for failures. It said no one ever. There's nothing happens in this town. Nothing happens in this town when this executive administration drops the ball. I hope something happens now. I think the American people are upset. I believe they're going to get more money. I don't know that they're going to get more reform. I sure hope they do. I do believe that President Trump, assuming he takes office in January, will do something about this. But something's got to be done now because we've got another 7 weeks or so left in this campaign. President Trump is out there. Kamala Harris is out there. Joe Biden is out there. Every president, former or potential president, needs security, and I'm not sure they've got it right now.
Well, I mean, you're an elected official. What can you do about it?
Well, we're supposed to have some hearings and kick and scream, but we're also leaving tonight for the next 7 weeks. I'm going to continue to press upon Speaker Johnson to push for reforms in the coming weeks. We've got to do something now. The Secret Service, fortunately, their director stepped down after reading this report. She should have been fired years ago. But we are, I hope, moving toward a better place and not just sending more money to the problem.